Stretch to field of 7 behind the gate. At the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're up on the outside. Basie Street goes for the lead. In between horses, Misty Owl Breeze raising 2. Up in between horses, You Be First is third. On the outside, Lip Sync moving 4. In along the rail, Exeter Breeze racing 5. Susie Come Back moving 6. They're up the back stretch. Fastest Can Be is the trailer. It's Basie Street with the lead, challenging up on the outside now. You Be First drives on 2. Misty Owl Breeze racing 3. Up on the outside now, Lip Sync is a moving 4. 31 and 3 for the opening quarter. They move now for the top turn. Racing into the turn, the leader by a length and a half. You Be First is on the rail. Lip Sync on the outside, driving 2. On the rail, Basie Street moving 3. Misty Owl Breeze racing 4. They're down the stretch on their way to the half-mile station. You Be First is out in front, is still the leader. Up on the outside now, second by a quarter length and going for the lead. That's Lip Sync. 103 and 2, driving on the rail. Basie Street moving 3. Up on the inside, Misty Owl Breeze racing 4. Up on the outside now as they move around the lower turn. They're going up the back stretch, racing for the 3/4. You Be First on the inside, Lip Sync up on the outside. Charging up, Exeter Breeze is a 3 wide for third on the inside. Basie Street racing 4. Susie Come Back moving 5. 135 and 2, time for the 3/4. They're around the top turn now for the final time. Lip Sync is in command, charging on the outside. Exeter Breeze drives on to be second. Down the stretch, You Be First racing third, moves off the rail. It's a Lip Sync, Exeter Breeze on the outside, and You Be First at the wire. It's a Lip Sync, and it's going to be Lip Sync at the wire, followed by Exeter Breeze and You Be First. Mile and 2-7. Mr. Gary Smith against the driver for You Be First, Mr. Bill Nicholson, alleging interference in the first turn. 3 against 4, the interference. Hold your tickets, please. Parading now the unofficial winner of race 1. It's the 8-horse Lip Sync, a 7-year-old chestnut pacing mare by Quality Blue Chip from Aublin Dawn. Owned and trained by Mr. Ron Chamberlain of Quispamsis, driven this afternoon by Mr. Steve Mahar to victory in 2:07. 8 Lip Sync in 2:07. Traits Count Legacy with Tony Watson, Spudland Sarah with Dirk Duncan, Stevie Y with Steve Mahar, and Aaron M. Down with Charlie Ross. Field of 5 behind the gate. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off. Aaron M. Down goes for the lead. Mr. Tambourine Pan is second on the inside and challenging. In between horses now, Count Legacy racing third. Stevie Y is on the outside. Fourth, now 5, back fourth again, and moving on as they go to the back stretch. On the inside. Now moving up on the outside and going for the lead as they race for the quarter-mile marker is Aaron M. Down. Stevie Y is on the move. Mr. Tambourine Pan on the rail racing a third. They're by the opening quarter. 31 seconds flat, and Stevie Y clears the pack, goes to the fence, opens up 2.5. Now it's 3 lengths. Aaron M. Down is racing 4. Mr. Tambourine Pan moving 5. Count Legacy racing in 6. Budland Sarah the trailer. Off the turn, down the stretch now they race for the half-mile station. Stevie Y is out in front, sets the pace, leads by a length and a half. Driving a second, Aaron M. Down, racing third. Mr. Tambourine Pan up on the outside. Spudland Sarah moving 4, the half in 1:02. Count Legacy on the rail is racing 5. They're in the turn. Racing now by the 5/8. Stevie Y still is in command. It's 2 1/2 lengths margin. Up the backstretch, Aaron M down. Still driving second. They're racing for the 3/4. Spudland Sarah on the outside is now third by a nose. Count Legacy racing at a 4. They race on by the 3/4 station. Stevie Y now makes it 4 lengths, 3/4 in 1:34. Aaron M down, a moving 2 on the outside. Spudland Sarah racing 3, Mr. Tambourine to Pan, a moving 4. Count Legacy fifth, the trailer at the head of the stretch and driving on home. Stevie Y is out in front. It's a 4-length margin over Aaron M down, racing to the wire. Mr. Tambourine Pan at the wire. It's going to be Stevie Y under the wire. Mr. Tambourine Pan and Aaron M down. Mile and 2, 4 and 4. Go in the third race coming up. Ready now, ladies and gentlemen, the unofficial winner of race number 2. It's a 4-horse Stevie Y. 4-year-old bay pacing gelding by Largo from Sarah Down, owned by the estate of Mr. Brian Moore of St. John, trained and driven to victory by Mr. Steve Mahar. Number 4, Stevie Y, in 204, and 4 is the unofficial race winner. Steve Mahar, Rambo's Reflection with Dirk Duncan, Cheyenne Breeze with Todd Trites, Chip in the Pocket with Mark Haig, Cover Up RA with Bill Nicholson, Allegro Alley with Doug Queen, and Go Liz Go with Sean Dooley. Field of 7 behind the gate. They're at the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off. Cheyenne Breeze for the lead on the inside. Wire Redirect racing second. Chip in the Pocket goes 3 wide. They're that way in the first turn. Cheyenne Breeze between horses takes command. Wire Redirect is on the rail driving 2. Chip in the Pocket a moving 3. On the inside, Rambo's Reflection racing 4, Allegro Ellie moving 5, Cover Up our racing 6, and the trailer Go Liz Go as they race for the opening quarter. Out in front, Cheyenne Breeze. It's a length and a half a margin by the quarter. In 31 and 2 on the rail, driving a second, Where We Direct as they go to the top turn. Hit along the rail, Chip in the Pocket still racing third. Rambo's Reflection on the rail 4, Cover Up RA tips to the outside, moves on from 5, followed by Go Liz Go. They're off the turn down the stretch now, racing for the half-mile station. Out in the front, Cheyenne Breeze is the leader. Wire Redirect driving 2. Chip in the Pocket still racing 3. 104 and 2. Time to the half. They're 3 wide now for third. Cover Up RA in between horses 4. Go Liz Go racing 5 on the outside. Up on the inside and looking for room, Allegro Ellie. They're down the back stretch now. Rambo's Reflection, the trailer, racing on for the 3/4 mile marker, still out in front. Cheyenne Breeze, a length and a quarter, driving second. Wire We Direct up on the outside. Cover Up RA racing a third by the 3/4 station. 136 onto the top turn for the final chime. Chip in the Pocket on the inside of fourth. Now third once again. Looks to come off the rail. Off the rail now. Wire We Direct down the stretch. They drive for home. Cheyenne Breeze. Wire We Direct on the outside. Chip in the Pocket shakes to the outside. Driving on home. Wire We Direct. Cheyenne Breeze. Chip in the Pocket. Going to be Wire We Direct. Cheyenne Breeze. Chip in the Pocket. Allegro Ellie. Mile and 208. Printing back his second consecutive winners, Mr. Steve Mahar. This time it's the 1-horse, Where We Direct. 3-year-old Rome Pacing filly by Cam Luck from Where We Unja. Owned by Mr. Elton Miller of Muscush, Prince Edward Island. Trained by Mr. Miller, driven by Mr. Mahar to victory this afternoon. Mile and 208. Gate is now moving for race number 4, Sean C. Down with Sean Dooley, Bolero Cloud with Steve Mahar, Leeds Lady Ann with Dirk Duncan, Amber Moon with Ricky Armstrong, JP with Wayne Watson, Ray's Machine with Todd Trites. Field of 6 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off from the far outside. JP has the lead. Sean C. down to the inside of Racing 2. Amber Moon to the outside now. Second looks for room on the rail. Sean C. down on the rail of Racing in third. They swing round the turn. Lee's Lady Anna driving 4. Ray's Machine moving 5. And the trailer Bolero Cloud up the backstretch now. Racing for the opening quarter by a length and a half. Out in front the leader is JP driving in second. Amber Moon on the rail. Sean C. down a moving third. 31-1 time to the opening quarter. In along the rail, Lee's Lady Anna driving 4, moving up on the inside. Racing 5 is a Ray's Machine, 6 and the trailer as they swing round the turn. Bolero Clout at the top of the stretch on the way now for the half-mile station. Positions are unchanged. Out in front and still with the lead is JP. Amber Moon driving 2. Sean C. down a Racing 3. Bolero Clout now charging to the outside, moves on to before. 105 to the half. Sean C. down out of 3, drives up on the outside now, challenging for a second. They're in the turn. Racing for the 5/8, JP by a length and a half. Amber Moon on the rail second now. Sean C. down is on the outside a second. Amber Moon off stride up the backstretch now for the 3/4 by a length and a half. JP still is in command. Sean C. down driving 2. Ray's Machine is tipped to the outside now by the 3/4, 136. They're 3 wide for the top turn. JP on the inside, Sean C. down and up on the far outside as they move round the turn. That's a Ray's Machine at the top of the stretch now. They drive for home on the inside. JP, Sean C. down, Ray's Machine racing to the wire. JP, Sean C. down, Ray's Machine at the wire. It's going to be JP, Sean C. down. Close for show could be Lee's Lady Ann. Mile 206 and 4. Inquiry sign has gone up on the tote board. Ready now, ladies and gentlemen, is the unofficial winner, race number 4. That is the 5-horse, JP, 7-year-old Bay Pace and Gelling by Keystone Sanford from Shyway Elise. Home by Mr. John Davidson of St. John, trained or driven this afternoon to victory by Mr. Wayne Watson. 5, JP, and 206 and 4, the unofficial race winner. Mark Rules and Regulations with Dirk Duncan. Lewinsky with Steve Mahar. Illinois Heather with Tim Merzetti. Daily Odds with Wayne Watson. Big O with Todd Trites. Field of 6 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off. Big O rushes up on the outside, takes command, racing in between horses. Rules and Regulations now second. Lewinsky on the outside, driving third. Katahdin Country on the rail, racing 4. Illinois Heather moving 5. The trailer is Daily Odds out of the turn up the backstretch now, racing on for the opening quarter. Big O is in command, leads by a length and a half. Driving second. Rules and Regulations. Lewinsky on the rail, driving third. They're on by the quarter mile station in 30 seconds flat. By a length and a half, Big O sets the pace. Rules and Regulations is still second. Lewinsky to racing third. Katahdin Country moving 4. Illinois Heather racing 5. Daily Odds, the trailer now is tipped to the outside off the turn. Down the stretch to race in front of the stand. Big O is the leader. Rules and Regulations still second. Katahdin Country comes to the outside outside third. Lewinsky holding on to third on the inside. Nose to nose they go, the half in 101 and 3. Into the turn now, racing for the 5-8 still. Big O in command. Rules and regulations second, Lewinsky to third. Up on the outside now, moving back to the rail, racing in the fork at Town and Country. Down the back stretch they go for the final time. Big O Rules and Regulations goes to the outside. On by the 3/4, Big O Rules and Regulations 131 and 3. Big O on the inside now. Rules and Regulation clears on the outside by a length, is now the leader. Big O driving second, Lewinsky racing third. Racing round the turn, down the stretch, coming on home. Rules and Regulations in command. Big O driving second, then Lewinsky racing to the wire, all alone at the wire. It's going to be Rules and Regulations. Then it's Big O, Lewinsky, followed by Katahdin Country. Mile and 2:01. Pretty now, ladies and gentlemen, the unofficial winner of race 5. That's the 2-horse Rules and Regulations. 5-year-old Brown Pace and Gelding by Scorpion from TK Dream. Owned by Mr. Tony DeCourcy of Fredericton. Trained by Mr. Stefan DeCourcy, driven this afternoon by Mr. Dirk Duncan to victory. Number 2, Rules and Regulations, and 2:01 is the unofficial race winner. With Mark Haig, Doc Smokin' Joe with Todd Trites, Waterside Apache with Charlie Price, Anderoff Bluegrass with Wayne Watson, PJ's Wager with Steve Mahar, Charlie Burke with Dirk Duncan. Field of 6 behind the gate. At the top of the stretch. Here they come. They're off up on the far outside. Charlie Burke challenging for the lead. PJ's Wager in between horses. Happy Ab on the rail. Now is third. They go to the turn. PJ's Wager in command up on the outside. Charlie Burke challenging for the lead. They race round the turn. Go to the back stretch now, on for the opening quarter. PJ's Wager is out in front, up on the outside, a challenge. That's Charlie Burke, Happy Av on the rail, a driving third. Doc Smokin' Joe racing in 4. Waterside Apache moving 5. 31 and 3, the trailer is Anderoff Bluegrass. By the opening station, onto the top turn they move. Out in front of Charlie Burke has cleared the field, opens up a length and a quarter. Racing a second as they swing round the turn is a PJ's Wager. Off the turn, down the stretch now to race in front of the stand. Waterside Apache's moving on the outside. Charlie Burke still has the lead. Waterside Apache on the outside too. PJ's Wager moving 3 on the outside. 102 and 3, time for the half on the outside. Anderoff Bluegrass moving for Happy Av, 5 on the rail. Round the turn now, the trailer still Doc's Smokin' Joe. They go to the back stretch and racing now for the 3/4 mile station. Charlie Burke holds on to the lead. Waterside Apache driving on the outside, second by a length and the quarter up on the inside. PJ's Wager moves once again, is second by the 3/4 in 133 and 4. It's still Charlie Burke, PJ's Wager driving second. Waterside Apache on the outside of moving third. Happy Ab on the rail 4. Anderoff Bluegrass on the outside. Doc Smokin' Joe down the stretch. They drive now for home. Charlie Burke up on the outside. PJ's Wager charging to the front. PJ's Wager at the wire. Going to be PJ's Wager. Charlie Burke close for show. Mile 2:04 and 3. Spreading back his 4th winner on the program, Mr. Steve Mahar. This time it's the 5-horse PJ's Wager. A 6-year-old Bay Pace and Gelding by House Odds from Island Kinloch. Owned by Mr. Bob McLeod of Moncton, trained and driven by Mr. Mahar to victory, the mile in 2:04 and 3. For a sign up on the board, hold your tickets, please. So Passe with Wayne Watson. Show Me the Honey with Mark Haig. Fair Play with Todd Trites. Backroad Pride with Steve Mahar. Exeter Exclusive with Tony Watson. Field of 7 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off quickly now on the far outside. Star Trek goes for the lead. On the inside, driving second, that's So Passe as they go to the turn. Star Trek, the leader, So Passe driving second. Back Road Pride on the outside third. Show Me the Honey racing four. Racing five as they go up the back stretch is Fair Play. Racing now for the opening quarter. Star Trek, the leader, on the far outside now. Challenging for the lead as they go by the opening quarter. Back Road Pride. 29 and 3 to the opening quarter. Back Road Pride is now the leader. Star Trek driving 2. So Passe 3. Show Me Honey racing 4. Fair Play moving 5. Notch went out racing 6. Exeter Exclusive now starts to move from the rear of the pack. Off the turn, down the stretch they come, racing for the half mile. Out in the front, the leader by a length and a quarter as they come to the half. Back Road Pride. Star Trek driving 2. So Passe racing 3. 1 minute, 2/5 time to the half. Fourth and moving on the outside of Fair Play. Show Me the Honey 5 on the rail. Notch went out racing 6. And Exeter Exclusive to the back stretch now for the final time. Cutting it out, leads by a length and a half. Back Road Pride drives out in front. Racing second, Star Trek now starts to move. Racing third on the rail is So Passe. Show Me the Honey off the rail from 4. Fair Play moving 5. Notch went out racing 6. 1:32 time for the 3/4, and now Star Trek has gone to the outside. Neck and neck they go round the top turn. On the inside, racing now with the lead once again. Back Road Pride. Star Trek on the outside takes command. Moving, Show Me the Honey on the far outside. Star Trek, Show Me the Honey closing on the outside. Back Road Pride on the inside. Gonna be close. Looks like Star Trek. Quarry's sign is up. Mile and 2:02 and 3. And also on New Year's Eve. Riding back, ladies and gentlemen, the second winner on the program, Mr. Dirk Duncan. It's the one-horse Star Trek, a 9-year-old chestnut pace and gelding by Stargaze Hanover from Wiper Clean. Owned by Mr. Doug Beckwith of 2nd North River, New Brunswick, trained by Mr. Beckwith, driven by Mr. Dirk Duncan to victory. With Steve Maher, Hello Jack with Tony Watson. Dance Legend with Dirk Duncan, and For Men Only with Todd Trites. Field of 5 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off quickly from the outside, going for the lead. As they go to the turn is a Dance Legend on the inside. Stony B has command. They're round the turn. Stony B on the rail. Dance Legend challenging on the outside, going rough as they swing round the turn up the back stretch now for the opening quarter. On the inside now, River King has moved on to be second. On the inside, Dance Legend racing third. Moving forward, that's Hello Jack and the trailer. 4 Men Only as they race on by the opening quarter. At 1/4 and 30 seconds flat, Stony B is the leader. Driving 2 is River King. Dance Legend racing in 3. Hello Jack moving 4. 4 Men Only. Driving 5 around the turn. On down the stretch now for the half-mile station, still out in front. Stony B is the leader, setting the pace. Stony B is in command. River King driving 2, moving from 3 as they go on by the grandstand. Dance Legend, 4 Men Only for the half in the 102. On the inside, Hello Jack is now 5. They're in the turn now, 3 in, 2 out on the way by the 5-8 station still. Stony B in command. On the inside, River King is driving 2 up the back stretch now. Race on for the 3/4. Stony B, River King driving a second. 4 Men Only rushes out to 3 wide, challenging 4. Takes over Silver third there by the 3/4 and 1:32 and 3. Stony B for men only, charging still on the far outside. Now third, now second by a length and a half on the inside. River King racing third. Hello Jack as they race on down the stretch for home. Stony B on the inside, River King on the outside, 4 men only. Here comes Hello Jack racing to the wire up on the inside. It's going to be River King. Mile and 2:03 and 3. Bringing back his 5th winner on the program is Mr. Steve Mahar. This time it's number 2, River King. 6-year-old Brown Pace and Gelling by Monarch from Maritime Melody. Owned by Mr. Sterling Fisher of Mount Stewart, Prince Edward Island. Trained by Mr. Charlie Price to Mr. Steve Mahar to victory. 2:03 and 3 for Mr. Mahar. His 5th winner on the program. CB with Sean Shannon. Shalimar Sentinel with Tony Watson. Black Silver with Dirk Duncan. Just hanging out with Todd Trites. A field of 8 behind the gate. Here they come. They're off from the far outside, just hanging out goes for the lead. Fast Talk has it in between horses. Bob's Birthday on the rail, racing 2. Largo Sun racing 3. They go to the turn. They're 3 wide into the turn now, racing on by the opening 8th. Out in front on the inside, Fast Talk up on the outside. Largo Sun driving 2, just hanging out is moving 3. Bob's Birthday racing in 4. JF Smoke Wagon moving 5. James E.B. racing in 6, Shalimar Sentinel moving 7, and the trailer as they race on by the opening quarter in 31 and 4 is a Black Silver. They race round the turn now to the middle of the top turn. Out in front still with the lead, Largo Sun, that's the commander by a length and a half. Fast Talk driving 2. JF Smoke Wagon moving 3 off the turn. They're 4 out, 4 in down the stretch now, racing for the half-mile station. Still Largo Sun in command. JF Smoke Wagon is driving 2 on the inside, racing in 3. Fast Talk up on the outside of moving 4. In 1:06, James E.B. is now 4 on the outside. Just hanging out 5 on the rail, Shalimar Sentinel racing 6, Bob's Birthday. Black Silver is the trailer as they go into the turn now, on by the 5/8 and up the back stretch for the final time. Largo Sun is the leader. JF Smoke Wagon driving 2 on the inside. Fast Talk moving 3. James E.B. moving 4. Black Silver charging on the far outside, going 4 wide, is now 5th on the outside. 1:38 and 4. It's still Largo Sun, JF Smoke Wagon, and on the far outside, Black Silver is 3 wide and going for the lead. They're bunched up round the top turn. Down the stretch now they drive for home. Black Silver on the far outside. Largo Sun up on the inside. Fast Talk looking for room. They fan out. Fast Talk on the inside, racing to the wire. Black Silver on the outside. Going to be close. Mile and 2:09 and 4. Bringing back his 3rd winner on the program is Mr. Dirk Duncan. It's the number 7 horse, Black Silver. 4-year-old Brown Pace and Gelding by Silver Elmhurst from Chineclus. Owned by Mr. Murray Calder of St. John and Mr. Dirk Duncan of Presque Isle, Maine. Trained and driven by Mr. Duncan to victory this afternoon in 2:09 and 4. 7, Black Silver, 2:09 and 4. Your official race winner.